Welcome to the General's Gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to part 3 of the General Gentleman Swag Points tournament between Rage and Size.
Where's the China? Where is it?
I don't know,
I
man.
don't want to cast this game. There's no China.
Oh, no, we don't cast USA vs GLA. It's not historically accurate. Nah.
What?
I was being... You know who I was being. No, so, yeah. This is going to be
very
part
historically
3.
accurate.
Yeah, I know. It's GLA demo. Down the bottom is going to be Mr. Rage. His opponent will be...
Size. He was vanilla, I think. Yeah, it was vanilla in demo, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe that's correct.
So I love this map. It's very open. It's very wide. There's a lot of different supplies. There's some good oil derricks. A good map for airfield, I think.
Yeah.
But airfield against GLA is hard unless you're actually Air Force
Certainly is.
General.
My main question is all Dominator just okay? Dominator's day job, is that just observing replays, just observing matches between pro players? Because
Dominator streams this live.
Is there, yeah, I know. There's never a game that we're in where Dominator isn't observing.
That's
even
so
in games
true.
that he's not. Even in games he's not streaming live because he's such a mad dog. Debit cards are also mad dogs.
There's two
Oh, could be
doses in the
double
one
dozer.
slot.
Oh.
Almost.
Uh,
Of course. I mean,
I doesn't deny the War Factory. Not that it would have mattered, but still.
and we would love to do more 0-hour streams, especially live streaming tournaments. It'd be really hype.
What
But
are these demo cards doing, bro? There we go. Can he cake out the second one?
maybe. He gets laser locked, but it won't go through the War Factory. There's a Humvee there as well. Now the Humvee's alive, he should be fine. Yeah, he actually crushes the missile defenders. I was going to say, because the fact that A, our time zone sucks, we can't do events basically ever, and B, the internet sucks, so we can't really do streams properly, apart from the occasional trip to our friend's house. So, yeah, it's kind of a shame, because 0-hour streams would be awesome. I would love to cast this sort of stuff live. That'd be hype.
Oh, wouldn't it though? Yeah. Yeah, live 0-hour games, that'd be a bit of a different thing for us. I would sure as hell enjoy it. So,
Ooh, nice demo
here we
trap.
go. Demo trap, yeah.
They're very cheap. They only cost
Advanced
you
demo trap.
200 for those when you're the demo, of course. So
And they look cooler. They have more explosive parts on the outside of the barrel. So.
you very frequently see the rear oiler. It's such a safe cap, and then also this garage is very important, especially I would say for USA's Humvees, having that double repair ambo. Nice evasion of the terrorists.
Yeah. There was going to be an attempted run by Rage using the terrorists to actually take out the Vs.
There's a third supply. There's a little house here though. Though it's a pretty weak garrison, so you can generally just force your way through it if you have enough Humvees.
So one dozer down here for Size. However, the Tech Terror was denied. Could it be a second one? That would be interesting. Okay, Tech RPG makes more sense.
Humvee's a little bit out of position, so we may lose a Chinook here.
Wow, actually survives. And that's going to mean a cleanup. All of these RPGs are going to go down, probably at the cost of maybe 1V. Yeah, 1V actually does go down, and straight away, Size is right back on the money with the Chinook. Something really important. When you have to micro Chinooks away from the suppliers, getting them back as soon as possible is incredibly important, and that's what we saw here from Size. Virtually as soon as the RPGs have almost gone down, the Chinooks are right back on the suppliers again.
Great garrison there. Takes that technical down, making it just a little bit more expensive to go for some more technical aggression. There's actually a demo trap. They're going to be careful because they could blow up the workers if they're nearby. But it's just to try and crush the Humvees. It's a bit of a bait too because it's not walled off.
It is, yeah.
So here's a demo trap. Oh no, there's no spy drone as
It's
well.
going to be at least 2Vs.
Oh, 3 on 4 of them, in fact.
It's because they stopped. They stopped and went towards the tunnel network.
I think it was a manual detonate as well because
yeah.
it was a little bit delayed, which is exactly what it needed to do. So well played by Rage having that manual detonation, but big mistake from Size. He knew that he was versing a GLA demolition. He didn't have a single spy drone. That actually could be a game over moment because this Chinook's a little bit low. He's going to be harvesting slower. There's no Humvees.
Yeah.
There's 3 supplies.
However, that was another Tech Terror denied here. Size's defense has been 100% on point. Two Tech
Denied.
Terrors was... Oh, no, hang on. I saw the terrorist courses on the down. I assumed they were trying to go for the barracks, but went down. But no, actually did get the supply there. Okay, so has defended 1 Tech Terror, 1 Tech RPG, but a Tech Terror does manage to sneak through there. I was confused because of the positioning of the terrorists. I thought they were trying to go for the barracks and didn't get it.
Maybe Tech Terror the oil would be good if you can do it too. Oh, fantastic from Rage. Though there's one... The one terrorist was a little bit delayed there, so the Humvees perhaps sniped it, were going to snipe it down, but going for the technical instead. And a GG from
GG,
Size.
yeah.
Rage played him. I mean, at the same time, the bigger and the more open the map is, the easier it is for GLA to maneuver their technicals and get good tech RPGs and good tech terrors off. So, yeah. But ultimately losing those Humvees, because otherwise the Humvees could have done some serious work, because Rage didn't have much of an army. He was investing pretty much all of his cash in expanding and technical aggression.
Yeah.
So
deflecting those expensive attacks puts you in a really nice position as USA, because obviously even a small amount of Rock Vs with an ambient is an incredibly dangerous fighting force. They can punch through virtually anything, even a couple of tunnel networks. So yeah, I'd agree with you there, Machine. It was all about it was all about all about that demo trap. If the demo trap didn't go off, the Vs probably could have forced their way through tunnels and got some serious damage done.
So it's 4-4, right?
No, it's 5-4 now, because this is the second match on Homeland Rocks. So
Rage is ahead?
So, yeah, Rage is ahead. Yeah,
Okay,
Rage
so
is ahead. 'Cause he
this
just won
could
one,
be
so
our last game.
It could be if
But
Rage
we
wins.
actually have no idea. Where in the past, we have known the last game, despite our best efforts to try and hide it from the player by, not giving it away. But we have no idea here. This is exciting. I'm keen. Rage versus Size, GLA demo, the green man versus the cyan vanilla of Rage, the USA vanilla. I'm keen. I love this map as well. It's great.
It's fantastic. I've seen a lot of cool games on Homeland Rocks.
This Firebase can be, or the Arty platform can be really annoying.
I'm feeling it.
What are you
I'm
feeling?
feeling it.
Oh,
I'm feeling
nice.
it, Machine. I'm feeling it in my bones, in my skin. I'm feeling the okay, maybe it's not something. Oh no, going for drop. Okay, that's cool.
Is it a Dozer crush?
I thought it was the Dozer deny crush, but it's actually just.
There's a terrorist, but it's a little bit late here. He may just crush two of them and get out. Oh, too late now.
Yeah,
Oh well.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't that great. He got what, 2 workers?
It's not worthwhile unless you actually deny, say, an important scaffold
Or
or
the
kill
tunnel.
more workers. Yeah.
If you could kill 5 workers though, then that's probably worth it, just because it's just free harassment. I mean, free, inverted commas, but then you only have 1 dozer, which means you have to be very careful with your dozer. So you have to kind of wall off like this, which then makes you vulnerable to a tech terror taking out both of them. So,
which Size will certainly know that it's likely a walled in. Walled in dozer, unless Rage went for the 3 dozer build, which is pretty rare.
And we've seen how effective tech terrors on Homeland Rocks are, especially if your buildings are placed like that. Okay, I'm not sure what this is. However, the Humvee is going to do some splash damage upon itself, but will it be enough to take this technical out in time? He drops them off, gets the supply, almost the barracks too.
Still worthwhile, and a nicely micro-technical overall. And the dozer is now exposed as well. Oh, okay, getting some ranges and a missile defender inside of this chunk. Interesting.
Actually, that's one thing about having the dozer walled off, is the dozer repair can actually make a difference between the buildings surviving the tech terror, if there's only 3, depending on the delay and the positioning of the dozer. So now there's RPGs here over the high ground. This is really obnoxious for USA to deal with.
It's very intelligent harassment coming in.
I would say that this map probably is actually quite a benefit to GLA for a few reasons.
Man, Rage is loving losing Chinooks during this these matches. It looks like he's actually enjoying it. He's having a great time losing Chinooks.
I think it's a little bit presumptuous of you to say that he enjoys it, but I could certainly hear the argument that...
See, my argument there is, and this is cool, mining from the middle because he knows he can't mine from his own base. I would say he's enjoying it because ordinarily I would never expect Rage to ever lose a Chinook. So he must be enjoying it, otherwise it wouldn't happen. That's just my best guess here.
Okay.
Machine.
Giving him the benefit of the doubt, I guess.
I am, yes. Yeah. Right, so... more missile defenders coming out, and it could be another supply harassment here. Just drop off some more RPGs. Hey, why not? It works. Loving the RPG harassment machine. I'm absolutely loving it. There are 2 RPGs inside of the garrison.
Uh-oh.
See, tell me now he's not enjoying losing these Chinooks. So, it's another one going down here. Rage again going to be microing his Vs.
No.
Oh, wow. 2 RPGs on each supply. This is brutal play. That's a tech terror as well from the looks of things. Oh no, was it? What was that?
I'm not sure. Maybe
Also
just more RPGs.
No, it's more. I think that was just 2 technicals running in and crushing the missile defenders.
Yeah, this is not pleasant.
Overall, this is brutal. Absolutely brutal.
But Size has been having these multi-prong harassment, which is just so important against USA. So good work splitting himself up, keeping RPGs all over the place, denying the mining where possible. Meanwhile, behind this, I think he just has more technicals more than anything else, really. Oh, third supply. There we go.
Dude, if Size drops off some more RPGs, I swear if Size drops off some more RPGs here, I don't think I'll be able to contain myself. However, there are Vs in the area now, so it'll be pretty easy for
it's caught
Rage to
between
respond.
1V and
then
then
this is not great.
there's more Vs
Yeah.
here. There's only a single V, so he may be able to force his way through it. Pops off the laser lock, though, from the missile defenders on the ground. Gets 2 crushes there. Nice split. So wasn't able to inflict any Chinook harassment. So good defense. But at the same time, though, look at this. He's just sniping at the missile defenders on the ground from the barracks. So Rage isn't getting any room to really mass up his army
Let's go
uncontested.
aggressive. And look at where Size has placed a demo trap.
Lol.
Look where Size has placed a demo trap, you remember?
On like
Well,
a similar
it's
spot.
in a similar spot. I thought it was closer to the actual spot, but it is in a similar spot here.
It was like here where the tunnel is, I think.
Again, these pronged assaults from Rage. He's catching Size with his pants down, or in this case, his quads out of position. The V should be able to just roll in.
Would you rather be caught with your pants down or caught with your quads with Humvees out of position?
I mean, that's a tough one. It would depend on the situation, I think.
Or what if your Humvees got caught
Okay.
with their pants down?
Yeah.
That'd be the worst.
It would be.
Yeah,
It's a bad combination.
And the Humvees are now defending the high ground. The technicals are just going for the power, going for, I don't know, maybe the barracks.
Yeah.
It's quicker to kill than
Especially
the factory.
with a double scrapped heroic technical, which are excellent at destroying these buildings. And barracks is probably going to be sniped down as well. Just leaves. Oh, that's smart. Almost enough. Not quite though.
Maybe he didn't factor in the dozer repair on
Probably not,
in
yeah.
the center. So Rage, I mean, he's not really getting a bigger army of Humvees either.
He's going for the engagement.
There's just too many technicals here. Not a chance.
Yeah.
No search and destroy. You can't kite this. Even if you do, they can just go for the buildings.
Yeah.
Putting his power inside.
Inside.
Oh man, imagine a tech terror getting all 3 of those buildings. I would pay to see that.
Maybe that's why Size is backing off. He wants to get the technical,
Just for swag
the tech
points,
terror.
yeah.
Plus then you'd have to pay him, so that's
I mean, that would be
some more money.
That would be
Yeah.
defeating. Still, I mean, he's trading decently with the Vs.
It's like, are there more quads on the left? I'm pretty sure there are.
Tunnel.
Tunnels with RPGs, even worse. Means more mobility for Size, and Rage at least Rage doesn't have to move very far anymore. He only has one small group of buildings that you can fit in a single screen cap to defend. That means that the Vs will have a bit more room to move.
Who was ahead? It was
Rage is ahead.
Okay, right. So Rage can lose
so
this.
Rage
Okay,
is
good.
able to lose this and still stay in the series.
Because I'm keen for an 11th game. I'll tell you.
Provided he doesn't lose all 4 Chinooks in a single attack, in which case he has to uninstall 0 hour and he can't.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
With the exception of that situation.
It is in the
he should be
tournament
okay.
rules. Is
Yeah.
A if you lose all 4 Chinooks, and B if you float over 10k cash.
Yeah.
Unless you have like a lot of black markets. Anything else? Oh no!
They're kind of the main things.
Shh. If your Jarman gets knifed by a bird, then you have to uninstall.
Okay, right.
Yeah, I think that's valid though. I guess or reloaders for that matter, but and that's humiliating, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we've seen it before. And it's funny.
Also, I just want to take the chance to use this line. Did you just shush me, machine?
I shushed you.
did? Okay, right. I was just checking. Technicals going mad. They're going mad nuts crazy. Rage doesn't know what to do. There are far too many technicals for him. And the quad harassment just continues. Love it.
Still, Rage is undeterred, taking out the left tunnel. There's still another one there though. But
I'm actually pretty sure I remember losing a game to Murder on Homeland Rocks because of like quad harassment on my Chinooks all over the
And a
place that I
Crusader.
couldn't deal with.
because even if you put a turret here,
Yeah.
then your other supply is still really exposed. So yeah, I think that this map would be very momentum based for USA v GLA. I mean,
Rage is still in this somehow. I'm not sure how, but he is certainly still in this, and he can get his kite on, yo.
at least with China, the trucks on the low ground, you can't harass them unless you have artillery of some kind.
Okay. Wow, there's more technicals.
He's still guiding them.
Non-stop. I take it there's no palace from Size. I mean, that's just a guess, but I mean, I don't think he'll have one. No. Okay,
No,
right.
but he has
That's
4
cool.
supplies.
He does have 4 supplies.
Oh, there goes the Vet 3 pilot, though.
Yeah, and the Amber goes down, and Rage is finally defeated after a long-fought battle.
You have been.
Do you have any more humiliating 0-hour moments we can think of for a laugh?
I don't know. Can you think of one? There are a lot of humiliating things.
I'm sure the people in the comments will come up with some ideas.
Yeah, come up with some good ones.
Well, here we are in the very last game. The score is tied at 5-5. Whoever wins this match will be the winner of $170, and it's especially more humiliating because it's not like a crowd-funded tournament like what they normally are. It's your opponent's money. They're hard-earned cash.
All right.
So it's directly taking it from your opponent.
I'm stretched out, Machine.
Are you stretched?
You know why I'm stretching? It's a GLA mirror, man.
No.
I need to stretch my muscles for what could potentially be a long game. There is no better way to end a 0-hour series. You have to end it with a GLA mirror. It's a written or unwritten
or a
rule,
tank mirror,
depending. Yeah, that works as well, depending on the tournament. But it is on a different map. I haven't played on this in ages, actually.
Yeah,
so,
it's not a very popular map, and the longer the tournament stretches out, you typically will see more of these unheard maps or the unpopular maps because they just you eventually deplete the entire map pool. I think the tournament for Charbel wasn't that best of 13.
Yes, it was actually. Yeah, I think it might have been best of 13 grand final. Yeah.
Yeah. So and then even in that situation, then you have even more maps.
Or it could have been. Was it a best of... Yeah, I forget.
Doesn't matter. Whatever.
Anyway, it doesn't really matter in this situation. So we'll have a chance to play this one out. Not going for any crazy aggression early, so it could be an extended match.
Oh, what were the generals? Oh,
It's
vanilla.
just vanilla,
Wow.
man. Yeah, vanilla.
I love that actually. I'm a big fan of vanilla.
Yeah.
So there's a tech terror here from Rage. Now, often you see in GLA mirrors, denying tunnels is very important. Because this tunnel in particular covers the supply. This one, I mean, it's near this supply, but there's buildings there, so not really going to be an option.
And 3 terrace is indeed the ideal number. Here we go.
Or maybe going for the supply directly, and no, going for the tunnel instead, actually.
Okay.
I think there's only 3. So, yeah, there's only 3. So he couldn't have gone for the supply. He needed 5 to do that.
And also a full worker crush coming out there from Rage, so important damage early on. You often see a lot of technicals early on as well in GLA matches.
That's true, because crushing workers is very punishing.
Yeah.
Because you can't wall off both of your supplies. One you can definitely wall off, but... Yeah.
Not building efficiently, at least. It means throwing down an extra tunnel network that you didn't need, or an extra whatever that you didn't need at the time.
You want as many tunnels forward as possible. So
Indeed.
technical armies for both of our players. This is a very aggressive tunnel placement though, and also has these garrisons too. Going for more crushes. Doesn't quite get it.
Thankfully for the workers, the wreck of the technical flies well over their heads. Not hit by any shrapnel. Not the ideal number of workers on that central supply actually. Should pull a couple of those. Brett Sizes one. He has a couple too many workers. Sizes middle supply. He has like 7 there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm sure he'll work it out. Move them around a little bit.
Oh, look at this tunnel. It's so close. It's going to be crushes for days. Crushes and gunning them down. That was 3 or 4, I think.
Crushes for how many days, Machine? A lot of days?
Well, it's about 7 days of the week.
Okay, cool.
I mean, maybe not on Tuesdays, but apart from that, definitely
mainly crushes. Yeah, this is toxin tracted territory in the middle. As I find my alliteration, I have located it. Hopefully, we'll be seeing one come out from Rage to clear out those garrisons.
Toxin tractor. What was the last word?
I mean, sure, if you want to show off territory.
Yeah. Terratectory.
Oh, here we go.
So, this tunnel is going to be such a crucial objective for Size to destroy, because that's going to allow a lot of continuous harassment. Looks like this technical will be denied just in... Oh, that was actually full of terrorists too. And that was enough to get the supply and the arms dealer and the supply if that went through. So,
really nice reaction coming out there. So looking towards Size's tunnel networks, he does have that one quite close to Rage's base.
3rd supply for Rage, not quite the 3rd for Size just yet.
Okay.
Whoa, hang on, he's completely caught by the pincer of the tunnels in the garrison. There's a Scorpion there that was for side, and there's actually the rocket there as well. So the Scorpion transition can always be pretty important.
Rage potentially going to lose this tunnel thanks to the pincer maneuver you were talking about earlier. I have a technical sneaks thrown there, more workers going down.
Size has lost so many workers.
This is not the day to be a worker in this particular matchup. Rage is mining well from that supply. Obviously, you know, not walled off, so more technical aggression is a possibility. What's the random cyan bug in the middle there from down a bit, directly down from there? What is it? Okay, it's just a garrison. I was wondering if it was a tunnel network, but it is just a garrison.
Oh, a toxin tractor comes through.
Here we go.
So he's going to be evacuating these houses, and that's actually quite a few RPGs. Oh, gets out just in time.
Oh, wow.
Technical gets the snipe, but meanwhile, the quads and the RPGs get the supply. So that's something that Rage has been doing consistently throughout this tournament, is whenever he's made a play, he's made a diversionary play. And even if you just ignore it, then you do suffer from that. I mean, he would have lost his RPGs in the garrison if he ignored the Toxin Tractor. So it's kind of a lose-lose by putting your opponent in that position where they have to respond to both of those things. We'll lose all these terrorists, though. Yeah. So that's kind of the best thing that Size has had going for him, is he has denied 2 tech terrors so far, and they were full tech terrors, that and the one earlier near the supply. So I'd say the game is still pretty even. I mean, Size getting his 3rd supply.
Yeah,
we see 2nd at this stage.
Quite an aggressive one, which is at the moment cut off.
A lot of quads for Rage.
And Scorpions with our rockets here for Size.
Looks like he needs more RPGs or more of his own Scorpions to deal with that.
We'll certainly have to transition out of just pure quad.
And at this level of play, when both of these plays are so aggressive, rushing a palace can be disastrous, because then you lose a lot of momentum, especially since you need the buggy ammo upgrade for it to be effective. Looks like the Toxin Tractor from Rage actually got all of these garrisons destroyed, but there's too many Scorpions here from Size. Rage can't fight this, unless he gets the garrison with RPGs, then he can do so.
Yeah, Size can just pop in and out with the rocket upgrades. Pops a little bit early though, and will cost him a few Scorpions.
This is his heroic technical as well.
Missed time pop there from Size. Should have just let the tunnel network die. As you saw there, the rocket upgrade wasn't finished. We do see Size taking full advantage with the extra garrison range. We'll be able to snipe down the supply of Rage, but Size should have just let the tunnel network die. It was another few seconds until the rockets were available again on his own Scorpions, and it did cost him the majority of his army.
Are there oils on this map? I can't find any.
Maybe I haven't played on it in ages. I couldn't tell you. I haven't seen any, but unless they're hiding somewhere in a corner, I don't think there are.
I don't think so. No, there's not. Unless they were denied already. Anyway, a lot of Scorpions now from Rage. It's kind of his caught up. Size isn't the only man with Scorpions now, but it's all about positioning it and the timing of the rockets. But taking that tunnel down certainly going to help things out. Now there's only a single tunnel defending the supply. And this supply is important because this other supply is pretty much going to be denied. Toxin Tractor going to be advancing.
Oh, these evacs.
Yeah, quite nice.
So good. Very swag. As we saw in the previous engagement, dodged 2, only lost 1 RPG to a single Toxin Tractor and managed to take it out. So here we see Palace and Command Center tech. Oh, we'll see how we go. Rage, this is a big cash investment that's not going into army.
This supply has been exhausted, which means the income is currently the same, where this supply has been denied, so it can be rebuilt.
Well, will Rage actually look for this engagement here? Or will he try and maybe pick off a barracks in this?
Oh, he's splitting up. There's 2 armies of Scorpions.
Wow. He actually has a lot of units considering he's going for both a palace and a command center.
Yeah, he's had the supply advantage for the entire game.
Yeah.
Can't quite get the tunnel down, but at the same time, it's allowing him to engage at the other front. Once again, Rage's double attacks. But the problem with this, though, is means he's engaging without rockets. When Size is responding, it means that he has rockets available when Rage does not. So it's not quite working that well. Doesn't get the barracks, didn't get the tunnel either. There are RPGs here, though, which can finish it off. Another tunnel's being rebuilt. So Size is responding very well. It didn't quite go as well as it would appear.
However, the reinforcements are streaming in for Rage. His Palace Command Center tech is done. It's all finished. And if Size continues to produce Scorpions with their rocket upgrades, it's not going to be nice against the buggies of Rage, assuming that's what Rage ends up going for here.
Especially Jarman can then gun down these workers unless there's tunnels surrounding them, and now the 3rd tunnel there was destroyed. So Rage also getting this supply here. Size, I'm keeping an eye on it. Now just getting his supply.
Yeah. This is a very look at me moment. Another one of those coming in from Rage. It's a look over here. Look at what I'm doing. I'm attacking you. And in fact, he's teching behind this. He's going for he has the command center and the palace, which Size doesn't have.
This is a great tunnel, but this supply is no longer important because it's exhausted. But still, it will allow him to harass the main base.
Oh, I'm still looking to go down.
There goes a big pop from Size. Blows all his rockets on an individual Scorpion. Getting a bit of veterancy, though, does Size. But get the arms dealer down? What was that building, sorry?
It was an arms dealer. It was an arms dealer. And Rage could probably back off here. The rockets are up and available for Size. As you were saying, not really nice rocket splits. That could be better.
And also there's an arms dealer here. Not the end of the world. So I hope we see Jarman now, because Jarman's going to be very powerful against these exposed workers. This one's here is fine because there's tunnels everywhere. There's no way Jarman can really get in unless he takes one of those garrisons.
Is that Jarman there? Up from the left tunnel network from Rage. So I don't know. I just see a random cyan dot. It's just okay. No, it is an
Jarman
RPG,
would blip because it's stealth.
Yeah. This is cool. So Rage certainly, just to double check, he did finish the palace and the palace and
palace
is done in the
CC,
command center. Yeah, no black market up yet.
As some terrorists.
Okay. Could be another tech terrorist. I've been fantastic at denying them so far.
I thought it was Jarman for some
reason.
Well.
He did the same thing I just did.
Yeah, I don't know why. Anyway, so
just check that.
Scorpions are marching through. Should just sell the supply off. Won't really have any benefit. Workers there also aren't going to be achieving much.
Yeah, I want to evac those workers. Counterattack coming in from Rage will probably force a response from Size.
Though Rage doesn't have these garrisons, that would definitely be worth picking up, even if it's just 1 or 2 RPGs.
Yeah.
And there's an RPG on the ground here, but there is a quad. So, yeah, this game is, it's...
Look how many double scrap Scorpions there are. And that's another advantage.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. So that's another advantage we didn't talk about. Every time Size wins an engagement and forces Rage off, they secure the scrap. Whoever wins the engagement secures the scrap. And scrap is incredibly important on Scorpions because it means double rockets. So assuming your rocket micro is on point, it can start turning the engagements later on the game goes. However, rockets don't really help you out that much against what are hopefully buggies inside the tunnel networks of Rage. I'm hoping he just hasn't revealed them yet until he has critical mass. Does have... maybe not. He currently has full tunnels.
Let's see what he builds. I mean, there is a Tech Terror. I still don't see a Jarman.
Yeah.
This supply is still going strong. There's a lot of tunnels defending that one too. So this is at the situation where it's a lot harder for our players to micro because the Scorpion armies are so big. You can't fit your entire Scorpion army in a single tunnel pop. You have to pop once or twice, or twice, more than once. So it still hasn't built this 3rd tunnel, which would definitely help against Jarman. I think that's maybe one mistake that Rage isn't capitalizing. He has a battle bus though. That's going to really help as well.
Yeah.
Scorpion pop goes for the battle bus. No, the Scorpions actually take the shots there, and that's going to allow Rage to take this supply down too.
Yeah. Will certainly cost the tunnel network. Remember, there were several tunnel networks on that supply, so there's a chance for another pop from Size.
This is going to expose the base of Rage.
It will.
Maybe he should have built his palace on this side, because it's not really covering much there. It's pretty open. But no Toxin Tractor to clear these garrisons out.
However, there is one from Size.
Tunnels being built up there.
That should be in Vision if Rage flicks up there as well.
Yeah, it certainly is. By now, I mean, they certainly have radar vans.
Yeah.
I can't see one. I hope they have a radar van. It's such a cheap
Pros
investment.
don't even need radar vans, probably, my friend. There's another big engagement down the bottom. Scorpion's starting to push their way through. As you were saying, though, no Toxin Tractors, and here come their rockets.
And the garrison as well is shredding those Scorpions. This is such a bad engagement for Rage. And the Toxin Tractor... Oh, no, he evacs the church.
All the RPGs survive, I'm pretty sure, from Rage. I'm pretty sure he has most of the RPGs still alive. They aren't firing, but... Maybe not. Maybe a couple of them survived.
I see one firing.
Destroyed, so
that was a bad engagement. Now he has to deal with this tunnel established inside the base of Rage, and he's still building just more Scorpions. Black market's only now being built, so it's 3 supply against 3 supply, but these supplies are pretty much already exhausted. These ones are still going strong though, but the base supplies are actually. So Rage is depleted, so. Yeah, this game is absolutely crazy, and I'm glad we're ending the series in a game this frantic, I guess.
Yeah.
No Jarman though. Where's Jarman?
Yeah, no Jarman. I'm a little bit surprised about that machine. I mean, buggies are one thing, especially with the urban right-hand side. Difficult to use buggies in that situation, but your Jarman you would think is a no-brainer.
It's kind of like the one friend you invite to your party, and you really want him to show up, but
Yeah.
he just doesn't. You know.
It's not a party unless it's a Jarman party machine. So. I had Jarman Callum at my party, so
It's true. It's true.
it is. How exciting.
And I had Blake Lotus at always our sub parties.
Mm.
So there's a palace being built very late from size, but he doesn't need it. I mean, he has enough scorpions. He has enough RPGs. It's not like a strat center where you hardcore, or even propaganda center where you need the ECM. So I mean, palace is in a GLA mirror where you have scorpions. It's not as important as taking in other matchups.
And I'm just not sure what our armies consist of here. We haven't seen a lot of action for the past couple of minutes, so I'm assuming both of our players have loaded tunnels ready to respond, but no one's going on the aggressive here, so I don't know who has the best composition, but it's got to be Rage now because there's a Jarman on the field.
Takes down these RPGs.
And this is going to be more money flowing in as well. If Jarman can find some workers, that means cash bounty.
Especially if you can snipe the vetted scorpions. I mean, you can't deny the scrap because you can recrew them, but getting the veterancy down, it at least helps a little bit. Like in that situation, you probably could have got a sniper free. I guess he doesn't want to overextend though, for fear of radar van quads.
Yeah, I want to find. I want to see an active Jarman here. Jarman going after worker lines.
And even if the Jarman overextends, if he has the snipe, then he can just snipe a radar van.
Yeah.
It's fine. But if he blows the snipe and a radar van and quads show up, then he's going to lose that one. But a big scorpion pop here is very close to the edge of the map, so perhaps an anthrax bomb could be an option. I don't think it's quite available yet though. And the battle bus out in the open can kite these down. There's a Jarman there. That's Size's Jarman, so he can decrew the battle bus. Well, it's not really
Jarman's there.
crew because there's only a single guy driving
Trying
it.
to bait some stuff coming out here. The Jarman's still available. Where is Size's palace?
Oh, hang on. There's a tunnel here as well from the
Wow.
south.
Okay,
but
then.
that's the palace from Rage. Oh, it's empty though.
Oh no!
Okay, now he's
RPGs
getting
are
into it.
excited.
That'll
Okay.
defend his black market. So, but still, buggies could kind of siege that black market down. So, there is a weird bunch of tunnels all over the place.
It's very confusing.
Supply lines and territory mean nothing in this situation. Behind enemy lines is not a concept. GLA is able to recognize. So the tunnel goes down there. There's actually the Jarman there. But that tunnel was a nice pickup. However, Size is also taking down the supply, which is pretty important. And now he's actually going to be caught out of position. There's nowhere to retreat his scorpions. However, Jarman gets the entire battle bus down. And there's a little garrison there as well, kind of picking away at this scorpion. So Size should be fine with his scorps here. But more scorpions from Rage are emerging. Scorpions, shells, rockets are all blown on the tunnel by Size. But this is just chaotic. There's rockets, toxin, shells firing everywhere. Looks like Size is emerging victorious. Is he?
Yeah, I think Size wins here. I'm pretty sure these are all full health Scorpions. However, the double rockets come up for Rage. He might actually be able to win this. No, he doesn't.
Well.
Okay. That was a big deal. All the Scorpions eat back. The battle bus stayed in the area and Jarman got a free snipe. Jarman got a free snipe, cleared out the entire battle bus. That's what turned the engagement.
Oh, anthrax bomb.
Oh, wow. Onto the one remaining base of
Uh-oh, radar
Rage.
van,
Oh, it's brutal.
workers, quad,
That is
delays
brutal.
the black market. But there's 4 black markets here from Rage. Let's have a look at the painted Archon Hawk black market count.
I'm ready, machine. When you're ready. 1, 2. Jarman snipe. 3.
That's not a black market.
Hold on a minute.
So
3.
it's 3 versus, it was...
Unless there are more on that second supply, on the what I'm going to call the second supply, down the bottom right for Size. Does he have more in that area? No. Okay.
So
I don't
I think
know.
Rage is actually ahead in black market count.
Seems to be.
And he's in a pretty defensible spot because of his palace. but he's running out of territory.
And it's pretty much everything he has in that area. Rage still has some control over those central garrisons from the looks of things. I don't know. It just looks like Size doesn't want to push through for the moment. I would like to see him clean up the rest of those tunnels.
It would help,
It's
yeah.
currently the attack route into Size's base. That's the reason I want to see it cleared up. There are only tunnel networks there, but it's worth taking them out to make sure that the black markets are safe from any aggression, counter-aggression coming in from Rage. Radovan going to be chasing the Jarman, who has been very active, and I'm glad to see that.
This is a nice Palace positioning, though. There's tunnels on the left.
Jarman, counter-Jarman snipe.
It's his own Jarman.
No, there's another one. Further up. There.
There.
That
Oh, okay.
Jarman snipe. Okay. The Jarman battle, as soon as the Jarman's
GPS
revealed.
Scrambler. Remember, we're vanilla GLA, so we have access to stealth, as do also stealth tunnels have the option. The radar van goes down. Counter snipe a little
Too
bit
late.
late there. Oh, hang on a minute. That's a lot of rockets.
Double buggy ammo upgrade is here for Size. We thought it would be Rage at Size
And
on
the-
the buggies.
The counter pop. He's going to be leaving his base there.
And exposed in a situation where Size has map control. I'm not sure if this is the
could
best
snipe
choice.
the worker for a Jarman counter snipe? No, lets that one slip. And he could lose a lot of his base size, Rage. But at the same time, what about Size? He's getting these black markets down. There's a Jarman there, but there's a lot of those Scorpions, but there's just so many buggies here. I don't really think Rage can either out base race or also out trade.
He needs to get the command center back up for the Anthrax bomb onto the buggies. That's the only way that Rage comes back here. How close is that? Look, scroll down. The command center is 45% done. That might not
Too
be
late.
enough time though.
The Scorpion's going to get a couple of pickoffs on these buggies.
They're just going to
but
buy a little bit more time here. That's all they're doing, buying time.
Buggies driving in minimum range though in the base of Size.
They actually managed to get a full barrage off and take out one of the Scorpions, and this is a huge army from Size. Rage needs to get this CC completed. He needs to get an Anthrax bomb yesterday.
There's still 2 arms dealers here for the production, and Size is going to run out of getting low on money, so this could still swing either way. That battle bus, the Scorpion gets the black market whole, and
The CC.
yeah, there we go, 92%. There's no tunnel there for an retreat, but there's a sneak attack.
He's gonna run away into the tunnel network.
So he can disengage. He can also bring more reinforcements in. So he
command
sees the
center's done.
CC is available now.
Will he get out of there?
Anthrax bomb, is it also available? It's going to come, I think, from the side, from the right. Popping out more buggies.
Oh, this is brutal, but where is it going to come from? Where's the Anthrax bomb?
Now these
Does
black
he have
markets
it?
are exposed. I don't know, maybe he doesn't. But there is the sneak attack, so... And Size had his own Anthrax bomb. Maybe he spent it on different powers. I'm not sure. We're not seeing it.
Potentially. It's not coming out.
Ah,
Is it?
too late. That's it.
That's going to be
Rage
GG.
is out. Jarmans gets the worker down. There's a terrorist on his way, but
Rage doesn't want to give this one up, but I think it's going to go in Size's favor.
his tunnels are empty as well. There's nothing left.
He doesn't have anything. The palace is still up, but it's full of RPGs, but... This is going to be the game. Surely this is the game.
The tunnels are empty. There's no pop. That's it. GG. Size wins in a anticlimactic end. I was waiting for an
Yeah.
Anthrax bomb, but it didn't happen.
As was I.
Either way,
Maybe he needs one more general's point. Is that what he's holding out for? To kill all of these battle buses? Battle
yeah, I
buggies,
guess.
Or...
Well, either way, I think
Yeah.
the biggest mistake that Rage made is he didn't deny this tunnel.
Yeah.
When you get a tunnel in your opponent's base, it's crazy.
an eye.
But ultimately, I think I feel like for a lot of the game, Size was just kind of trading better.
Yeah, he
The
did.
Scorpions were trading better, and I feel like a lot of that is because Rage was engaging first. So Rage would blow his Scorpion rockets on tunnels or buildings. So then when Size would counterattack, when he would defend, he would have his rockets targeting the Scorpions. So Size was trading better, getting a bigger army, getting better scrap, and with that decisive push, he was able to just completely own him. And Rage, he went for his own base race kind of thing, but he didn't have much chance of defending either. His Scorpions was only about 5 or 6 against, 10 Scorpions and 10 buggies?
Yeah.
So, very, very well played game. And
was.
you can tell that Size was out trading, because Size had pretty much the same cash. There wasn't really any disparity, yet his army was bigger.
We also saw Rage deciding to go into that command center and the palace, and not ordinarily that would be fine because at the time he had the supply lead, but we really didn't see any palace tech come out. The Jarman was late. was very late. It just didn't have a big impact. As you were saying, Machine, it was potential for the gentleman to walk in on a couple of those supplies and just completely wipe the worker line, and that's going to get you the cash bounty in addition to just, you know, wiping the supplies, which is also always a good thing. And we just didn't see that. We just didn't see the Palace actually do anything. The Palace went down. I mean, we saw the battle buses eventually, but even then, they didn't turn any major engagements.
Yeah, in part due to Size's Jarman. I think also that there was this crucial engagement near the bottom right city, where Rage was out of position. His Scorpions were getting collapsed upon. There were garrisons firing at Size's Rage's Scorpions, so... yeah, I think Rage just got out-microed and outplayed in this match. But overall, a very close series. And I just feel like in order to determine who's the better player, you need like a best of 50.
Yeah.
Because these players are so close. They're so tightly matched that... who's the better player? I don't know. I mean, Size won this series, of course, but Rage won... the other series.
Yeah.
So we need a third series.
It's not like we see a clear winner, even in the individual matches that we cast between Size and Rage. It's like Size wins this one, Rage wins this one, Size wins this one, Rage wins this one. There's no clear
and that's
leader.
That's part of what makes these players so entertaining to watch, is because of how closely matched they are. I guess since this series is more recent, then you should technically say that Size is therefore the best player. But I don't know. We're Rage fanboys, you know. You can't deny it. But no, I think both players play this excellently. Yeah, that was great.
That was brilliant, and a nice match to end on as well. That was an enjoyable mirror. It's great.
Well, other than that, if you do want to support us, we'll do, of course, the Patreon plug as we always do. You know, please do consider supporting us on Patreon or a PayPal donation. We are doing this full time now, so we are relying upon the donations of our followers to maintain the one video per day schedule, which is pretty frantic and pretty crazy, but it's a lot of fun. We're happy that we can do this now, and yeah, any help would be greatly appreciated.
Certainly would.
All the links for everything is in the description, plus of course our Facebook and Twitter. If you haven't followed us there already, do so. And see, now I'm kind of at a loss because for the past month or so, it's always been like, okay, we've done this series, now let's do this series. But now I'm like, what are we going to cast
we're currently
next?
out of series.
Yeah, so. there are plenty of replays, and they've had some recommended to us, so that's okay. There's always an infinite games to cast. And the great thing about Zero, because it's such an old game, it meant that we can go back and cast replays from 10 years ago.
If we want to, yeah.
Whereas with something like Company Heroes, it's always being patched. You don't have those options. So there's an endless amount of replays and an endless amount of time to cast them.
Very good. I would like to go back at some point and cast all the old school pros. I think that would be a fun thing to do.
and stuff.
Yeah.
We've already casted the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, we have casted most of the Hall of Fame. Yeah.
In 0 hour game replays. So yeah, if anyone has any replays to recommend, please do email them to us. So it doesn't have to be you playing in them. Just if you know a really good match or you've seen one in the past, then please do recommend it.
And please no spoilers.
And please don't spoil replays, man. Don't be like, hey, here's a really good game where Size and Rage have an awesome match, but then Size goes for a base trade and Rage loses. It's like, don't say that.
We lose our hype.
We're not going to cast it if you tell us that. But anyway. All right, thanks a lot, guys, and see you next time.
Cheers.